First things first, no offense. I'm an artist that refuses to be expressionless. You are all my guests, who must be fairly warned that this poem will make you tense. So do try to refrain from suing this poet since this doesn't pay the bills yet. It started when we watched Sesame Street characters sing about kindness. Don't say mean things like that or you'll hurt people's feelings. Then you'll be a big meanie. Now let's sing a song about not being greedy and another song about how you're not the same as me. This episode was brought to you by the number 3 and the letter B. Brought to you in part by the Corporation of Public Broadcasting. And you think there's nothing behind calling it programming. My point is there's a manipulation of subconscious, whether you know it or not. You accept it, we have a problem embedded. You most likely have already addressed it with a question like, when did everyone get so sensitive about being who they really are? Taking offense to someone else's religion because they don't believe in God. Or taking offense believing you're right and they're wrong. How dare they live their life like the Be Yourself song? Well, let me stop. I'm not supposed to say these things. That's not politically correct. What I mean to say is that you've not understood how this world works yet. The way you're living life will bring you more stress. You don't want that, right? Once I had foolishly said yes, a smile that was reflected to me as I passed the test, unknowingly reflecting it thinking he knew best. Then my sisters shaking their head to themselves, see, he gonna want a white woman next. That was assimilation, my dear children, and it's thrust into our psyche so that it's harder to put ourselves in check. If you don't believe me, ask the Mexicans. Ooh, I meant Latin Americans, Hispanics. I already know I covered my culo, but I don't speak Spanish. I don't want to piss off my landscaper or mechanic. I want my next vehicle inspection to be a breeze. Like when I changed my last name to Stein when I order Chinese. Do they ask for validity or do they ask for ID? Nah, I think they learn not to a menace to society. You see, the black man in me has always stood out, even when the crackers accept me in their corporate big house, where they feel free to let the N-word slip out in front of me, then turn around and say, I'm sorry. Now do you see? Political correctness is highly condescending. It also acts as the catalyst of the white uprising against everyone and anyone of complexity. What they can't transcend into the reality of being an American under hypocrisy, that's if you're gay, trans, and whomever is ethnically different, your story is insignificant. The past is the past, therefore you are victimless. Don't buy that bullshit. It's a method to get you to quit reminding them of the mistakes their glorified fathers made. Yeah, it's why black people bring up the slaves, supporting rich racists and rallying cries that their America has caved, gathering for a man who promises that America will be great. You all need to know what is at stake. Being politically correct is their restraint. Let's keep them from their glory days by being yourself today. Thanks.